Hello everyone, my name is Ned Finn. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the stream, and welcome back to me adjusting my volume a little bit. The game output, there we go. That's a little bit better in there. Yeah. That'll do just nicely. And hello to MOI Manga, I think. Welcome to the stream. I'll be playing a little bit of Don't Starve Shipwrecked here, appropriately enough, given the fact that I did just come back from a lengthy cruise vacation, so felt thematically appropriate. Let's see here. More cancel. There we go. Good lord. I was like, where's my play button? Good lord, I've got no idea what's going on in any of these. So, we're going to delete these for posterity. And crank up a new game in Shipwrecked. No. It only affects mods? No, I'm good, actually. Thanks for asking. And we're gonna go with Wilson, because he's just the best. He's simply the best. So Don't Starve is one of those games that I've always been very fond of. Well, that's new. But never terribly good at. And I know that like a tremendous amount of content and effort has been put into Don't Starve together nowadays, understandably. Since that does seem to have been just dreadfully popular. Particularly remarkable given the fact that it is a standalone version of the game. But, you know, that is what it is. And I'm not going to fault the folks at Clay for doing what's going to keep their ship afloat, so to speak. The let's see here. The seashells are good for sanity gain. We've got the crabbit dens instead of rabbit dens, which makes a certain amount of sense. I've not played Don't Starve in the longest time. So this will be a fun rediscovery of just how bad I am at this game. And that'll be some kind of fun, I reckon. I don't imagine that I'm going to actually continue this on too terribly long. I mean, the stream itself is going to run for its standard roughly 2 hours or so. But I don't imagine this is going to become any kind of a long-running series. If anything, I know I need to get back to The Walking Dead Season 2. That's going to come in the due course of time. But also, and in fact, that's probably going to be the Wednesday stream, come to think of it. But, more significantly, the Odyssey expansion is coming out for good old RimWorld. Yeah? And, my goodness, I'm looking forward to that. So, expect a fair bit of RimWorld come the 11th or so. But that is something to worry about in the due course of time. Let's alt to examine, yeah? Wouldn't fit in your pocket. Very astute, young Wilson. Got an awful lot of these birds around. And yet no seagulls. Which it occurs to me as rather peculiar. I too can't catch him. And there's the... you can see we're shaded under the tree. Which implies that we are maintaining the wet mechanics from Reign of Giants, I believe, and that also got integrated into Don't Starve Together, of course. Let's see here. We need a hammer. For some boards. And we can also take down the little chunk of shipwreck here. Right? And that'll yield more boards. And like a ship repair kit. If memory serves, if I can find the flippin' thing. Sorry, it's tab. Did I imagine this thing? Where is it? I mean, I know it's around here somewhere. Maybe it is back all the way back there. Who's to say? Well, I'm to say once I get over there and give it a little look-see. I know there is also, yeah, heck yeah. There is like a palm leaf backpack that you can make, which makes a certain amount of sense. Okay, so it really is just the boat repair kit, which is fine. Tools. There's kind of yeah, thatch pack. There we go. I was about to say there is some kind of really simple, small capacity backpack that you can make, which again makes a certain amount of sense, given the fact that there is so many more resources to keep track of in Shipwrecked. Gosh, for Don't Starve being the name of the game, we're kind of not doing too great on the whole not starving thing, huh? Let's go ahead, make our backpack, and gather up some limpets. I'll be able to throw over a grill for a small treat. Conceivably, we could also crack open some of these coconuts for a little nibble as well. And we'll become a Type 1 civilization. We'll fully exploit the resources of our little island here and then move on. I don't really think that's super reasonable, especially because I'm fairly certain, yeah, we can't make any kind of chests or anything, or even the resources to build a chest without getting gold, and in my experience, there is never gold on the starting island, so that'll be something to worry about in the due course of time. As of right now, let's make ourselves a fire, huh? How's that sound? Yep, not dying in the terrifying dark sounds like a pretty solid idea. If you ask me. Which you didn't, but I'm telling you anyway. Escargotcha. I actually had my first experience of escargot during my vacation. It was quite good. I imagine, you know, it was a substantial amount to do with just how it was prepared, but damn, it was good. Very, very tasty. Had a butter sauce. Ping did not care for it, entirely because of knowing what it was. Oh, no. Oh, no, no. No. Where is this? Screen. Small textures. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Asset loading. What does this mean? Because this is, like, super freaking low res. This is unacceptable. I'm going to save and quit. Going to load back. And hope things are looking a little bit crispier on the other side, huh? Hopefully it just takes a quick reload. I'm not super confident. But we'll see. I'm drinking the oh, it's even worse. Oh, God. Excuse me. What the hell is going on? Because I guarantee you, didn't used to look like this. This fire is unacceptable. Hold, please. Net is problem solving. Yeah, this looks like turds, though, is the thing. Is that just what the game looks like? I don't think so. Give me a second here, folks. Good morning, everyone. Okay, so I think it just might kind of look like that. I don't remember the texture being quite that schmoll. Or that unimpressive looking, but maybe it's just been a while since I've played the game. Who is to say? I don't remember the fire looking quite that shitty either. Let's see here. HUD size, vibrations, separated, integrated, refresh rate, display 1. No, that made it look like absolute pants. Ping and I are good, Matt. I just got back from the old vacay. This is fine. Which was nice, you know, and I got a good old time with that. Spent a lot of time with family, which was super nice. I still feel like these are a little bit lower. I don't think I unlocked Super Chats. Why do you ask, Matto? Certainly not to my knowledge. If I did, that would be news to me. Berries. Everything's berries, berries. Everything's berries on top. Let's see here. Okay, so the island is actually, like, pretty substantial, which is nice, I suppose. Got 2 distinct jungle biomes, I think? Maybe? Unless these tapered. There's a bug in here. Flying around here since morning. I can't seem to deal with him. Well, that's a surprising development, Matto, to say the very least. I mean, look at my frickin' YouTube app here. Go to the old earn section. Eligibility. Next step. Ships. I don't know. Can't speak to that, Matto. To the best of my knowledge, I have not yet earned Super Chats. Or unlocked Super Chats, rather, so. Make of this development what you will, I suppose. Alright, let's see here. I feel like I will know for sure if the textures are borked once I build myself a, fire pit, yeah? Speaking of which... Hey, where's that living tree? He's down there. What is that thing called again? Right, regular jungle tree, excuse me. Nothing strange to worry about there. It occurs to me that I have no idea what would happen if you actually attacked that thing. So I won't, for the time being, and I think that's as wise a decision as you're going to get from me as a general rule, quite frankly. So the particular, my, and of course it's gone now, but my campfire seemed oddly, low res. But, you know, we're about to see. Okay, yeah, no, I suppose that's how it's always looked. The I just didn't remember the I didn't remember the fire looking like that. I didn't remember the I did not recall the texture itself being kind of low res like that. It still feels a little off to me, but I guess I just don't remember the fire looking quite so pants. But it is what it is. Gonna roast up some berries. Gonna nom on those. And build ourselves a machete. And, oh, ship. And that's a fair point. I have not, in fact, played this game in quite some time. I really... Oh, well, I didn't also mean to cut those all up. It's fine. I haven't played the game in a while, and it shows. What's up, Minnie? New job. Do tell. Give us the deets. I guess that tree's just gonna be there now. Has the fire really always looked this terrible? I feel like I would remember if it looked this awful. I guess it does. It's fine. It's whatever. You're a debt collector. Also, why do you have a crown next to your name there, Minnie? Not complaining, just confused. Graphics are slightly different. Entirely possible. Don't Starve on the Switch is a pretty good frickin' value, though. Incidentally. I swear this fire looks like trash. I can't put my finger on it. But I'm so suspicious. Think your phone did something? Yeah, well, apparently there's an option to put a super chat on the stream, despite the fact that I've definitely not unlocked that. As far as YouTube is concerned. So who the heck knows what's going on? I certainly don't. A manga writer. Okay, folks, I need to investigate a little bit further. Give me a second. I'm back. I haven't fixed a thing, but I think I know why the fire looks so trash. I think it's... Yeah, there we go! That was the issue. It didn't have the little glow around it. That's why it looked so awful around the edges. I knew it shouldn't look like that. It's because it didn't have its little glow. I feel a lot better about this. Yeah, I saw the XP thing. I don't know what that means. Do research for me, Beans. I can't be bothered. Clearly. Got too much stuff to do. Ugh. I have islands to explore and such. Speaking of which, got some stuff to figure out. Alright, let's see here. We've got kelp, seaweed. This is frickin' Subnautica all over again, except I can't actually go under the water. So maybe, not too terribly much like Subnautica, given the fact that under the water is kind of the whole thing. Log raft, regular raft, and a boat. Alright, so we need our... I also adore how the, how this game's UI design, like, funnels you towards, like, advancement. I've always thought the design, like, the design of how Don't Starve, like, wordlessly presents its progression, very, very smart. Yes, Matto, I am aware of that, and I already did get my goodies. Okay, yeah, it really was the lack of the glow that was throwing me off there. Yeah, because that looks substantially better. There's a ping. Ugh. Alright, let's see here. Got hit on the head by a coconut. Unacceptable. Plant. Plant. Alright. I'm trying to spell gorgeous. Yeah, I'd be at a loss on that as well, to be totes honest with you. Alright, let's go ahead and set these things just kind of around willy-nilly. Although I think he prefers William-nilly nowadays. We've got our reeds. We need to get some jungly vines. And hope we're not disturbing any snakes out of them. Yeah, Minnie, your spelling was a little bit more reminiscent of Gojira, which I'm sure would be a comparison that Ping would appreciate. There's spiders. Oh, spiders and a pig. What's up, fellas? Oh, yeah. Wild boar house. Excuse me. Don't mind me taking the doubloons. That is what they're called, isn't it? Yep, doubloons. Look into it for yourselves. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Let's see here. Raft. We love a good raft. Of course, Don't Starve Together has its own separate set of, like, boating mechanics. See, there you go. Oh, that looks like the edges don't look janky because it has the actual glow around it, which is also why this bottom doesn't look so garbage as well, because it's obscured by the nice effect. All right. We're starting to gain a sense of understanding. There's really no point in not cooking these limpets up, except for the fact that cooked they will go bad quicker. The seeds will stay good for some time. Natto, you know that you're the #1 fan in all of our hearts. If that helps at all. What's up, Michael? How's the weather down there in Texas? Excuse me. We need to get ourselves some gold. I love gold. Get some gold. Build ourselves a science machine. Do things. Kick ass, take names. Etc. We don't need this rope. We don't need this cloth. Ooh, 4 degrees short there, Matto. Oh my goodness, yes, Michael, are you the flooding? Terrible. How are I didn't make that connection in my head. Thank you, Minnie. How are you doing, my guy? Town is not affected. That's good, Matt. Michael. I am glad to hear that. Let's see here. I'm gonna grab up some seaweed, which will make for good snacking. There's some mussels. I do like mussels. I got to have mussels on the vacation, which was very nice. Mussels are probably my favorite type of that sort of shellfish, if that makes any kind of sense. Clams are pretty solid. I don't care for oysters. Oysters ain't my thing. That's right. We got to worry about the monkeys Here we go. Really? A whole gold vein boulder. And we get 1 nugget. Unacceptable. Mato, I seriously doubt that there's a call to spam emoticons. Emojis, surely. Emoticons are the old school emojis. Yeah. Yeah, Mato, Mini makes a good point that, like, hey, what if I attack this thing? Will it upset all the other monkeys? I wonder. But yeah, no, Mato makes a good point that, not Mato. Minnie makes a good point that, like, she didn't have the crown when she first came into the stream. So, maybe YouTube gave her the crown for having a new job. Who's to say? These things are going to be the end of me. Can I not attack this thing? Oh, that's right. They're poo tossers. Oh, Jesus. Coward! Come back here! Sure showed him. I guess so, man. Oh, dang it. Oh, criminy. Leave these things be. Willie, my boy, they're not worth it. Oh, he took his own poop! Doesn't hurt much. Okay, maybe we come back with something that isn't a machete as well. What do we get? 4 nuggets of gold? That's not terrible. Go ahead and see if there's anything I'm missing. This terrible fart swamp in the middle just seems like a real bad time. Oh, look! More gold vein boulders. Don't mind if I hoodly do. Yeah, now here's the big question. Can we make it back home before darkness falls? I reckon I can. Yeah. They're seeds, but it's like SEADS because of the ocean. Oh gosh, I might have to take a couple waves to the face here, fellas. We're getting a little bit close to disaster here. And yet I still stopped for my ding-dang kelp. Unacceptable. Foolish, even. Just in Blissful Ignorance. Dude, Don't Starve is a classic, man. Over 10 years old, as I realized today. Oh, gosh. Oh, this is... Oh, thank goodness. Whew! Yeah, the darkness is fatal in this game. You will be attacked by things unseen, and they will tear you to bits. Very unfortunate. Cannot recommend. Now, here's a question for you. How long does, Oh, that's right, it's dried seaweed that lasts for frickin' ever. The amount of outfits... Of course, that would be your concern. Matos fashion soulsing Don't Starve. Of course, of course. Let's see here. Now, you know what? There's a corpse up here, and he had a shovel on him, and that would have been a good thing to grab. But I didn't, and that's okay. I am, however, not going to let good resources go to waste. Actually, I am. Going to build ourselves a science machine, which will require wood. And from wood, or for wood, we need trees. But of course, son of a gun. Oh. I was about to say, the goal is kiting here. It's kind of the goal. Ooh. A delicious egg. Of course, my sanity has taken a substantial hit, which is unfortunate. Yeah! Nothing a little invention. Can't help. Now, the reason that I am so aggressively avoiding these snakes, besides the fact that I don't want to take the damage, is, the red snakes... No, it's the... No, the red snakes are fine. It's the yellow ones that are at a real risk of poisoning you. I think... Am I crazy? Can they both poison you? Well, best not to try it. If we can kite them, then we will. Dead by Daylight is my favorite dress-up game. Classic dress-up game, Dead by Daylight. The mechanic in games seems derivative. It depends on how they're handled. The problem with sanity in games all too often is that it's, like, really quantifiable, versus how you could do it in something like a tabletop game where you can actually present, like, hallucinatory things to players in such a way that, like, the player themselves, you know, assumes that it's real. I remember, actually, there's a... Hold on. Give me a second. I think it's in this book here. There's this fabulous table. In, I think, Heroes of Horror. That is just fabulous. that is like it's something you roll on a as a D100, I think. There's no way that I'm finding this, but it's like this whole table of effects that that can like make your players more paranoid. And one of them I really remembered very, very clearly was there's a thing that it's like, hey, you notice, because it's not like, oh, you perceive or you believe you've noticed, but no, you just present it as you notice that every piece of furniture has been moved and put back where it was before. And like that's the sort of thing that like will leave a player just like aggressively searching a room. It's like there must be something going on here. And that's the sort of thing that I find to be very effective. But if it's well enough implemented, it is what it is. Oh, I've mostly DM'd, to be honest with you. In the vastness of my experience in D&D, I would say I've spent the majority of it DMing. I had 2 games in college where I got to be a player, and I absolutely flourished in those. I love being a player, but as someone who is evangelical about D&D, you could say, insofar as I will evangelize for playing it, it's one of those things that I just kind of have to accept that I will be in the role of DMing more often than not, which is fine. It's a good opportunity to, kind of mess around with a bunch of ideas. The thing that's nice about being a player is that you get to like hyper-fixate, or hyper-focus rather, which could be hyper-fixation in and of itself, on your character themselves and just like how they work and function. You can really track as much detail as you want, as long as you don't make a big deal of it. As long as it's just something you're doing in the background, it can add a lot of texture and flavor to the game. It makes if you have like a player who is treating the world like in a super grounded way, it can really serve as a way of anchoring everyone else as well. Just keeping track of little things like food. Oh, can you? You can use the limpets as bait. That's good to know. That's very good to know. Oh, good lord. Okay, we need to make ourselves a science machine, like, to now. I mean, DM as in direct message, or... I know about D&D, so it's called Dungeons & Dragons. Yep, the DM is the person who is running the game, coming up with the overarching plot and such. They are the person running the game, explaining what's going on around the players as they go through the game. If you've watched Stranger Things, Matto, not Will, the other one who isn't Will, who also isn't Dustin. His name is something. Good Christ. It's also not Lucas. Finn Wolfhard's character. What is his name? I can remember the name of the actor. Perhaps name bias, granted. What the hell is his name? Mike. In the first episode of Stranger Things, Mike is running that game as the dungeon master. I think... Crap, I'm just blanking on all character names. But yeah, Mike is the one who's running the game. Lucas and Dustin and Will are players in the game, and Mike is the one who's running things. The floods have killed 110 people. Good lord. Yeah, stay safe out there, Michael. I mean, I know that Texas is a big old state, so Okay, keep safe out there, bud. Let's see here. Oh, good lord. I need to build a spear. Very quickly, as it turns out. Because the hounds is a-coming. And me without any kind of food. Very unfortunate. There is so much stuff I need to do right now. Oh, yes. The hounds. Wait, what do you mean, the hounds, question mark? That's what they're called. Oh, I see. You're more just off-put by the fact that they're here. Yes, yes, the hounds appear to be here. Very concerning, to say the least. Let's go ahead and grab a... So there's a quick schnack-arlacka. The amount of noise that these bastards are making, I do not care for one little bit. Oh, there he is. Oh, it's a crocodile. I kind of forgot that that's what they look like. Wait, no, there are definitely regular hounds in Shipwrecked, are there not? Oh. Was it just the one? I hope it was just the one. We did it. Alright, let's go ahead and do some material. Well, we don't even need to do material refining. We just need to build some stuff. And start stashing away. Stashing away, it said stuff. You know, the chest is even more appropriate given the setting, you know. It occurs to me. Put the rope in there, that's fine. And to use signs to talk to people? Good lord. Yeah, no worries about that in Don't Starve on Steam. Though conceivably, if these were people you knew, you can hop on Discord with them. But conceivably, if you're rolling with strangers, that's less of an option, I suppose. I need to go ahead and start setting traps so we can have a somewhat more renewable source of food. I mean, the good news is, unlike carrots, the limpets actually respawn, so, like, you could just kind of cluster some traps together, keep them baited, and, you know, Bob's your uncle. We don't necessarily need to pop them directly over the crabbit dens, right? I think people have been afraid of the ocean and water for quite some time. I think that it is not unsurprising that that Lovecraft's, so much of his mythology was preoccupied with the sea, after all. Certainly two of his best-known works, those being Shadow over Innsmouth and The Call of Cthulhu, feature creatures from the deep very clearly. Particularly Shadow over Innsmouth, which literally features monsters called the Deep Ones. Thalassophobia. T-H-A-L-A-S... Ophobia, I think, or aphobia, possibly. And now, we must also go ahead and sacrifice our backpack for something a little bit more efficient. So, oop. I'll go ahead and take this off and dump it into the sea. Deeply terrified man, like he wrote a scary story about AC. Yeah, fair point. You know, like Lovecraft was a very bigoted person, considered problematic even for his time, which, given the fact that he was writing at the beginning of the 1900s, is rather shocking. But I think Lovecraft's bigotry came from more a place of, like, almost the platonic ideal of xenophobia. Like a fear of just about everything that didn't nicely conform to his neatly ordered little New England life. But yes, just a deeply fearful person. For sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah. Yep. And this is a respawn. It resets the traps? Since frickin' when? Since when were we able to reset the traps automatically? That's phenomenal. It's huge. Coldophobia. Minnie, do we perhaps have the good Mr. Jacob Geller to thank for that one, or at least exacerbating the issue? I think she just means she is afraid of the cold. Which, fair. The cold is a miserable thing. And I think, oh good lord. Go ahead and cook up these tasty crabs. And some berries. Everything's berries. I already did that joke. Good lord. Cold ramenophobia. Oh, Matto, you and your ramen. It's ramen and overalls all the way down with you, isn't it? Alright, so there's a shovel up here. And I want it. Ooh, there's more boulders here as well. How exciting. Alright. We're gonna do it, make ourselves a little venture up here. Yes, please. Speaking of Jacob Geller, there is a very tiny bit in his video about fear of big things underwater, where he quotes from China Mieville's Kraken, which put me onto that book. Quickly became one of my very favorite books that I've read in quite some time. And Mieville has in turn become one of my favorite newly discovered authors. I have now read 3 of his books. I just recently finished up The City and the City, actually towards the end of last month. Very, very good. Not sure what of his I'll read next. I've got a number of other things going on as of right now. But definitely, if you are of a literary bent, go ahead and check out Mieville, because he is quite good. His world building is really second to none, particularly in Kraken. I think the underlying concept in The City and the City, which is the book that I most recently finished, very cool, very nifty. Really lends itself nicely to the reveal of what Breach actually is, how relatively mundane it is, and how it functions. Very, very cool. This, appropriately enough, kind of a lifting of the veil in that moment of oh, that's really all it is. Highly recommended. But yeah, the world building in Kraken is just so frickin' good. Started reading The Three Body Problem. I know that's supposed to be good. Got a whole Netflix show based around it and everything. Matto got hotophobia. Matto, you need to examine your linguistics a little bit more closely there, my friend. Yeah, grab the flint, fool. See if I care. Also, Matto, you will no doubt be thrilled to hear that I do intend to play more Season 2 of The Walking Dead on Wednesday. And then, on Friday, July the 11th, it's time for some RimWorld Odyssey, baby! I am very excited about that. Cannot overstate. I am really, really looking forward to it. I have picked up 2 of the not Don't Starve, good lord. RimWorld DLCs. Been a big fan of both ideology and biotech. I feel like I probably don't use ideology to the full extent that it could be, but yeah, it kind of is what it is. Biotech, I think, is really, really cool for its ability to grow your colony through good old-fashioned reproduction, rather than... Oh, gosh, what happened there? Rather than recruitment. But, Odyssey, I'm really, really looking forward to. I think that's going to be super cool. Hey, Mr. Snake. I like the sound of all the new animals that they've added. want... You know what? We don't need the vines. The vines will regrow. The doubloons are forever. Minnie, are you suggesting that Matto has had it with these mother-hecking snakes on this mother-hecking plane? I smushed it. I smushed the bug really, really good. I got its goo on me, but it's smushed now. There was a bug flying around, and I killed it. Made the very poor life decision of landing on my desk. Ooh. Is that mother hecking row? The crown in chat. Oh no! Hello, Alexander. You're, Alexander, are you new? Or am I just not recognizing the profile picture and name? I didn't actually see what that was. I presume that was Ro. It looked like Ro. Okay, okay. We need, get away from there. Get away from there, bird. Crab must have just literally wandered into this trap, because it was definitely not baited. Okay, let's see here. Bum, 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 bum. To blue. Ooh! God, this is... I'm so bad at this. So bad about this, I suppose I should say. Now, I do wonder... Okay, yeah, we can clear those up. Top 3 do get crowns, but again, I don't know how those work. Oh, no. Poor Matto. I don't know what to tell you, bud. And go around and go limpet hunting. What we need to do is start, what we need to do is start a fire. That is not what we need to do. Well, let's go consult our old trusty Google page. YouTube. How to earn YouTube XP. I do not understand this, and I refuse to. I do not understand this, and I refuse to try. Now, conceivably, if we end up burning down this entire forest, will the monkeys steal the charcoal? These are important things that we need to ask ourselves. It's a question that I do not have a good answer for, unfortunately. Eating raw seaweed hurts my sanity? Good lord. Oh, that's right. I'll just turn it into a charred husk. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okie dokie. Okay. And we're gonna drop our one thing of grass. And that's basically fine. Because with enough charcoal, we'll manage to grab ourselves, like, quite a bit of, resources, right? Now, how the heck did these not burn? So again, my poor inventory management skills are giving me nothing but grief. But hey, we've got 19 charcoal now, so like... got an awful lot of material to be working with. All aboard the high seas. So hungry, says poor Wilson. Which, like, that's gotta be a Castaway reference, right? All the more appropriate given the fact that, you know, desert island and all that jazz. Let's see here. It's all the way down here. Way at the base of the peninsula. Just gotta keep on going, I suppose. Let's see here. I'm gonna throw a limpet there. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh. Ah. I have a plan. A scheme. A connivance, some might even say. Most importantly, Ned's got himself a notion. And a most Nedly notion it is. Look at her snatched waist. Can't get to be much more of an hourglass figure besides being an hourglass. Okay, so here's what we do, right? We go ahead and pack these things really, really tightly. Just like the hourglass's waist. And then we put one in the middle that's actually baited, right? Yep. And do a whole thing, right? Delicious roasted coconut. Delicious roasted coconut. Put the doubloons in there. What else have we got? Gold. Literally nothing else. Ooh, no. Oh, you know what we don't need to be carrying around? This godforsaken boat repair kit, right? Yo, where my limpets at, friends? What time is limpet season? Because that's what I hecking need. Goal? Sorry, Matto. You thought wrong. You read wrong, I'm afraid. I don't know why I'm going for, like, camp anime villain, but whatever. It is what it is. Sometimes these things can't be helped. I'm gonna go grabbing seashells by the seashore. Because it will help to restore my sanity. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to grab up more of this grass to engage in my crab catching plan. Maybe we don't tie personal happiness to the existence of particular emojis. Just a thought. Just a wild idea. Channeling Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh! I reckon so. Oh, is that what you think I'm doing, mini M&Ms? Don't be ridiculous. Needs a crown. Matto, we all know you're our crownless king. The absolute fandom goat. Yeah, there is a way to open it. You smash it. It's clobbering time. How's about that? Matto, it's gotta be that that there's some kind of difference with her YouTube account, right? Like, that's gotta be what it is. There's gotta be something to where your account cannot earn XP. That's gotta be it. You know what it probably is? Matto, YouTube is keeping you out of the running. Because YouTube knows that's the only way to be fair to everyone else. That's what's actually going on here. Well, same thing for Michael, then. There's got to be something going on with his account. Such that his does not... gain XP, at a guess. Matto, I don't think Minnie can do anything to stop it. It's self-sustaining now. Look at all these limpets. These delicious limpets for collecting my delicious crabs. A crab. I think that's exactly what's going on, Minnie. I really do believe that is what is occurring. A lobster den. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting lobsters. So again, I have to go into tech support / crisis management for Matto here. For poor, poor Matto here. Yep. Well, looks like old Farmer Ned's going to bed with an empty stomach today. Very unfortunate. Old Farmer Wilson did not get his daily meal, unfortunately. And now he knows quite how valuable them limpets are. He's not exactly about to start cooking those up, neither. But seeds. I can go ahead and cook some seeds up. Practically rain coming out of the skies. Just enough to tide me over. Keep things 100 with y'all. So you look at that. Stomach is looking a little bit better. Oh, it's a full moon! Cool. We don't gotta worry about nothing. Nothing do we gotta worry about. It is the saplings that we actually need to be collecting. Collecting from which we must collect. And then we put one in the middle. And this is, yep, we put one in the middle. Close enough, I suppose. And then we bait it. And then we wait for crab. In the meantime, we also need to start a drying rack. You know, Matto, I know that we like to say that you're canonically 3.5 or whatever, but, like, if you are a youngster, the settings might actually be turned off by default. Not sure. Well, it's a possibility. Matto wants to be king so badly. Matto, you are our king. Okay. So we need to go to our cooking menu, actually. Where are the ding-dang crabs at? Where are all my crab homies at? It doesn't matter. Let's see here. Food. Basic farm. Improvised farm. Bucket o' poop. Oh, dang it. Oh, ass. There we go. Oh, now it's working. Hell yeah. All right. And that is not baited anymore. Unfortunate. But a quick fix. Boom. Now it's baited. Waiting for things with bated breath. Get out here, bird. So now we need to do a little bit of refining. Okay. Only viewers 18 and older get the option. Interesting, interesting. Fascinating. One would argue. Telling, in fact. Mato has been bad and doesn't deserve XP or a crown. Because when Michael might have the setting turned off in his or the option turned off in his settings, to be fair. It's entirely possible, also, that he created the account before he turned, 18. At which point, it's possible that it just doesn't turn on automatically. You know, it's a possibility. Oh gosh, we gotta eat something like to yesterday. What's the name of the game, folks? It's called Don't Starve, and yet here I am. Starving. Both of you babies. And yeah, I mean, Minnie brings up a good point that could have also just turned the option off. There you go. Minnie, how old were you when you created your account, If you don't mind my prying. So you might be getting down to the bottom of this mystery here. Look at that, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Alright, let's see here. Got some rope. God, that's so much rope. And then we need our charcoal. And now we can build this infernal thing. Okay, so I can definitely hear the hounds. Again. Not loving that. I think they just changed their name, though, right? Am I correct in thinking that? Again, very funny that we're all running tech support for Matto here. Yes, I did hear that, Wilson. Thank you. How very astute of you. Thank you for pointing that out. Wilson. My dear Wilson. Dear Wilson, I am not concerned with you. I have other important things to be digging right now. Yes. Definitely not very afraid. Totally fine. I have nothing to worry about. Oh, hello. Ah! We did it. Put the tufts in there. I love the look of fireworks, but I'm scared they're gonna fall over and set you ablaze like in Final Destination. Good lord. Matto is modern-day H.P. Lovecraft. Just very afraid of so many things. Poor bud. Like, fireworks are definitely like a warm summer night tradition, not when it's bitterly cold in October. I think she might have been referring to characters in Final Destination, in fairness. Let's see here. Okie dokie, drying rack time. I'm out of sticks? I do fear that my crabs might be expiring soon, so to speak. Now, when they die of natural causes, they should still turn into morsels, right? Conceivably. Can't carry any more crabs. I'm here to kick ass and eat crabs, and I'm all out of crabs. No one would talk to you about Christmas until December 10th. Absolutely. Hey, as someone who worked retail for many years, I get you, Minnie. I do. Totally get you. Alright, we're going to have that little morsel. We're going to have some of these limpets as well. Good lord. Because poor Wilson is hungry. Okay. Where am I at on sticks again? Not great. As it turns out, not great. Where's my shovel? Am I out of shovel? Don't talk to me in the morning until I've had my shovel. Since I hear about Ned having crabs. What's up, Deagle? And yes, Deagle also has a crown. Unfortunate. Tragically, Matto never had the crown because Matto is a babby. He'd be bold to have it, assuming he had it in the first place. Yep. Yes, Matto's account, unfortunately, cannot accrue XP. So he is not in the running for the crown, which is a shame, because we all know where he would be. We all know upon whose head the crown would sit. Let other people have a chance. Sure, Matto. You've been having a whole thing about the dang crown literally all day. Literally all day, folks. Matto, he can't get enough of crowns. He loves crowns, Matto does. Okay. Hey, we got our dried morsel. Got a jerky. Turkey jerky. We also need to not be churning through our jerky too quickly. We've got to save that for those cold jerky-less nights. Those tasty jerky-free nights. One shovel, please. Matto wants a huge crown. But it was stolen. That's right. Stolen. Folks, can you believe it? Stolen. By China. Now Matto is very protective of Minnie's crown. That's why we love Matto, folks. So loyal. So protective. Alrighty, then let's go ahead and do our thing here. What we're gonna do is grab up these here chaplains. And you know, Minnie out here dabbing on all of us in chat. Now, the good news is, unlike the grass, the saplings do not require fertilizer to the best of my knowledge, which means we don't have to go poop harvesting from the monkeys. Very important. It's also worth mentioning that I've just done, like, shockingly little to, like, prepare for... I guess it's not winter. It's a hurricane season, right? Appropriately enough. Just carrying a limpet now. Good lord. Good lord. The limpets. Oh, I can only carry 10 of those in a stack. Unfortunate. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and just plant them, I think, right here. Right, cha. Oh. I said plant them, you goob. Yep, and they'll just spring up after a while. It's lovely. It's really rather lovely. Okay. Okay. And this we'll go ahead and throw over here, I guess. Throw just a dash, just a sprinkling of poop on it. Boom. Yourself, Mr. Crab. Mr. Krabs. Oh. You can feed... I did not know this. This was a thing I did not know. It's a hungry crab. Oh. Interesting. I did not know I could do that. Oh, now why am I murdering my perfectly healthy crabs? That's what I would like to know. Things I am learning for the very first time. Stream is almost over. That's a good point. I have been streaming for just about 2 hours now. And it's typically my cutoff, but I'm having such a good time. And I've done so very, very little so far. Can you feed crab meat to the crabs? You absolutely can. That's what I just did. Concerning, isn't it? But yeah. Yeah, you can feed them. Good to know. Valuable scientific information. We need to refine more grass. Hold on, that's survival. No, refinement is down here. Good lord. I was confused because I wanted rope, so I clicked the button that's obviously looks like rope. Or I clicked the button with the icon of the thing that is obviously made from rope. But is in fact not. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hoe. That's very funny. Pink says I look like a chicken. I'm not inclined to disagree. Well, she specifically says that I look like the chicken from Chicken Little. Chicken Little from Chicken Little, that is. So, make of that what you will, I suppose. The snakes are out. Snakes? Why did it have to be snakes? Let's see here. Gosh, that was a bad idea, as it turns out. Just throw the boards in there. We can make more boards. Christ on a crumbus. Well, I will let Ping know that y'all agree. Concerning. Ooh, a snake skin. That can go in my snake skin box. Alright, let's see here. More drying racks here. For our drying needs. By the way, don't think it has escaped my notice that none of you goobers have asked about how my vacation was. Whoop. Oh no, I'm doing the thing that the game told me not to do. I'm starving. You know what? That's the other thing that I'm missing. I need a ding-dang crockpot. Okay, the good news is I have the material to make that. I just need to refine this bad boy. And then... it's crockpot o'clock, baby! He just looks like Stanford Pines. Ah, you kids. Oh, no, wait. You meant, you're saying Ford, not not Stan, so I get to sound like J.K. Simmons instead. It's a shame because I cannot do a J.K. Simmons impression nearly as well as I can do Alex Hirsch as Stanley Pines. Stan Pines. Grunkle Stan. The vacation was very nice. Got to spend a lot of time with my family. Ate very good food. Got to relax. It was cool. It was good. Had a very good time. We need more... I need more berries. I need to eat food. Period. Full stop. End of discussion. We're just going to include limpets. It's going to include berries. Coconuts. Now that's a good question. Can I use roasted coconut for meatballs? Interesting. Fascinating, even. Let's find out together. I need an axe. I am entirely out of sticks. Again. The hell is going on in my chat? Unacceptable. Profane, even. Unwanted and undesired. See, I've made all these new things, all these new recipes with the science machine, so my brain is healthy now. Turns out I don't need Prozac, I just needed to create a crock pot from scratch, and I would have been golden. And frankly, we need the wood as well, so just as well. They're spamming emoticons for XP. I gotcha. It's the emoji arms race over here. Last thing I needed. Good lord. Well, we're about to do a bit of learning here, folks. The four-eyed abomination is very good, by the way, Deagle. Very well played, well played. Well played, Master Skywalker. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Not remotely. Okay. See where that gets us, huh? Grab this. This is going to be our repository. Okay, it made a fistful of jam. Not what I needed. You don't even get a fistful of jam from the frickin'... when you use berries and meat. Okay. No, this is basically fine. What am I looking for? Limpets. Good Christ. I need to manage my inventory. Something ferocious. Like, I'm carrying around cloth. Why am I carrying cloth with me? It's unnecessary? No, hold on. So I haven't stored this entire time. Good Christ. Snakeskin's in there. Poop in there. We're going to put the poop in here, because that's, like, farming related, I guess. Gonna grab that axe. We're going to use it to chop, in like as in like a single chop of a tree. It's going to die. It's going to break. That tree will grow back eventually, and we'll call it a flippin' day. Good criminy. You're so hungry. We know you're hungry, buddy boy. I'm working on it. Alright. I know it seems like I'm not. I promise you I am. Okay, okay. Can we use... Hold on. Hold on a tick. I mean, can we use, like, cooked limpets as a part of the recipe? Sure we can. Let's see where that goes. Another fistful of jam. Another fistful of ham. Okay. We need to bait our traps again. Oop. It's a bloody windy one out today, eh? Right. Well. With them winds come a reminder that hurricane season is not necessarily too terribly far away. Okay, got sand, which we do not need. We've got... I'm literally going to just cook up a bunch of crap right now. We had a little bit of wood, which is good. Oh, well, that's already cooked, actually, as it turns out, which is fine. Gonna roast up our seeds. If you do jam and meat, you get glazed hams. Well, now I'm intrigued. Now, I know that you can use twigs as filler. But how far will that go? One is inclined to wonder. Any kind of meat? Certainly not any kind of meat. That'd be ridiculous. There's only one way to find out. Where's my axe? There's my axe. Ham. I had some ham this morning. I made a lovely ham and cheese omelet, which was very tasty. Tell you what it could have done with some peppers. Love a good pepper. Yield to me your coconuts, tree, for I have need of them. Come, come, Nerevar, come to the heart chamber, and bring coconuts. I have need of them. Yeah, I need to stop to go to bed, but I can't seem to. Remembering how this game got its hooks into me originally, way back when. Here's the problem. I'm carrying like 3 different forms of coconuts at once, which is very unfortunate for my inventory management purposes, which are, let's say, shoddy at the best of times. And these were the best of times. Let's go ahead and, like, put all of our things here together, huh? How does that sound? Actual inventory, like, management? Okay, so can I sure can. See where that takes us. And then we'll roast this up over an open fire. I have made a fruit medley. Because coconut apparently counts as fruit, which makes very nearly a certain kind of sense. Yeah. And we've made another fruit medley. Restores some health, not as much as I would have liked. But it's something. Alright, we need to hang these fellas out to dry. And at a full stomach in, like, days. Which is, I'm gonna say it, not ideal. To be totally honest with you. Honey and meat make glazed hams. Well, I'll water over and under the damn bridge because we can't. We didn't even make the jelly anyway. That being said, folks, I really should be getting off to bed, but this has been fun, and I'll probably revisit this game at some point, but that is going to have to do it for me. Folks, thank you all very much for watching. I am Ned Finn, and until next time, goodbye forever.